Alright, so I have a submission here from Mean. It was via, actually I don't know the proper pronunciation of that. VIA, however you pronounce it. You think I'd know. My many years of age, such a small word, such a common word, I don't know the proper way to pronounce it, but VIA, Dusk's pool, so you'll eventually see Dusk do this one. I guarantee you'll do it better, more efficiently than I will. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna try it here. Now I will say it already looks pretty tough. And even like Opal, she won the tournament 2 against me on the last tournament. And then Mean, looks like Mean actually scored higher than Randomosity, who has beaten it, but still lost. That's interesting. That means either Randomosity didn't go for Divinity or just won, but like super narrowly. Thoughts about this combo? Well, the nice thing about Rector is he covers a little bit of the downsides of a super cursed run because he is just a valuable champion, unlike something that might just not get you any value. It's pretty hard for Rector not to get you any value. That being said, it's not a great combo, and it's definitely prone to being cursed. So let's see what we have here. Umbra and Remnant banners just don't work together, typically. Maybe every now and then you can do a Paraffin Enforcer, Shadow Eater thing, but if I'm being honest, if you have a Paraffin Enforcer, you're probably better off just using that than putting it into a Shadow Eater. You can have some pretty crazy stuff there, but there's a lot that you have to do that. And then it is Harvest Synergy with sacking morsels, but those are generally the two things I can just come up with at the top of my head with this combo. Most of it's just anti-synergy. So Daedalus is not too bad. Sin of Failure is not too bad. Chaste is potentially bad. But I will say these starting cards are pretty good. Having a Mind Collapse from the get-go is nice to have 2 of them, because one of the, I guess beyond anti-synergies, what another problem this clan combo has is a lack of tools, and AoE / access to the backline is a big one. So we already have that a little bit of. Most likely we can upgrade it. There's 4 temples. We probably hit this Merchant of Magic here. It's hard to say. This magic could get hit. I mean, this helmet isn't like attached too much here with an Umbra unit. Though lately I wonder if like Remnant units in Cursed Seeds are about as bad as Umbra units, if I'm being honest. I think I've overrated Remnants. When you do enough Cursed Seeds, you see that Remnant banners actually have a lot of bad banners. Well, we'll just have to see. I think we go champ first. I was hoping for Dark Calling. I mean, there is Burnout extension for Burn Bright. I feel like I'm still just gonna go Harvest. I'm pretty low on Burn Bright these days. I think I'd be more open to it if we started with Molded. Here's the problem with even Burn Bright. Like, am I likely to draw a Hallowed Drippings? Yes. Is it possible I don't draw either of them and it just burns out? Yes. It's happened plenty of times to me. Which, you know, if I was going for a streak, like, you know, I've never been able to get to 100, like, I don't know if I'll try to do that. That might be my, like, last hurrah in the game, try to get to 100. I know Dusk has already done it, but, like, it'd be interesting to see if I could do it. I mean, I got to, like, 80 or something, but that one didn't really count. 69 was the more legit one, because it was true random. But either way, I think if I was trying to win streak, I wouldn't pick Burn Bright in this situation. Because here's a problem. Think about your deck. You have 22 cards, you draw 5 a turn. That's 15 cards. it's not that out of the question that in the bottom 7 both Purifying Cleanses are, and then this guy just burns out, and then what are you left with? Stewards. Stewards and Mind Collapses, and maybe some Burnout Extended Dregs. So I think Accumulator is actually just, it's probably, you know, most of the time going to be weaker than Burnout, but at least makes it so I don't just straight up lose, and it also allows me to flex into Dark Calling if I see it more comfortably. And it might just be a better path in the long term. Because Burn Bright really did, you know, a long time ago, it was one of the more powerful paths, Burn Bright was. And they nerfed it, and never unnerfed it when the DLC came about. So in my opinion, Burn Bright just doesn't keep up with the DLC. I know some people seem to still like Burn Bright, I just don't count myself among them. So an early Hammered Chestplates is pretty good, especially with Dregs. I mean, it might make it harder for me to, like, self-harvest, but considering we seem to always just run into Apprentice of Light with spikes, this makes the Dregs not die to that, so I could still take that trial. I mean, especially if it's like, if there are like unit drafts, we would want to take those. I mean, if I can get like a melting unit here, I really don't actually want to go to the Merchant of Magic. You know, you really do want to hit Merchant of Steel Ring 2, I feel, to try to get something there. Yeah, I mean, and even like this steel sucks. Definitely this side is better. The steel is definitely bad. This steel is bad. The final steel is good, but I mean, realistically, like the only natural steals for me to hit the way I path is this one maybe, and then that one, and then the other one's certainly not. So yeah, I think we really want to, and even just seeing that, another thing I'm thinking about is like Pyrestone Housing. Like, am I hitting enough steals that I can realistically even use this? Probably not, right? So I actually think we'll just do Hammered. Hammer it home here. And see, it is the frickin' Guardians of Light, of course, and the harder boss. It's armor 10. I mean, at this point, I would have rather had spikes because I'm equipped for it. I'm not necessarily equipped to do spikes or armor because if I recall correctly, it'll be a crossbow behind him. That's going to be a problem. But it's a unit draft. I think we have to do this, even if it costs us a ton of pyre health, which it will. This is the problem with Harvest Ring 1. It just absolutely costs you pyre health, because this guy just doesn't have enough damage to kill tanks. It's just a given. 9 is not enough to kill that. We'll probably just use it on the Collector then. 3, 5, so this guy should stay there. I might just put all the Dregs bottom. I know I'm not getting any Harvests up here, but I only get 1 attack on Harvest. I think we'll have, well, hopefully eventually, do I have any Dregs left? 1 Dreg? It's a weird play, but I think I'm going to do 10, 37. We got 40 health. Unfortunately, I'm going to be 1 short here, but I think I do it anyway. So I'm just going to go like this. What's better here, to let him burn out? I know I want to do this at least once. I probably don't want to do it twice. Do I want to let this guy burn out to get a harvest? I don't think I do, honestly. Let's just do that. Get the money. Attack morsel, please. So minus 14. I could put this guy here. That'll at least save me 3 health. Is that relevant? Be down to 10. They'll do 8, which won't even kill that guy. I think I'd rather just harvest, or not harvest, but feed this guy. So the drag up there didn't end up really being all that good. I may want to go for a harvest here, just to get this guy ready for the boss. At this point, I feel like I'm just conceding to the, oh, actually, let's see, 15 damage. I could take that guy out, but I could also take that guy out. How greedy can I afford to be here? Kind of feel like I just need to take this hit and do the damage here. Yeah, let's go like that. This might not actually get me much here. An extra 10. If I do 9... Let's do this. Rubber Morsel Master. No, him and the guy in front didn't help, but at least, yeah, we get a kill here, so that's good. I think we played that decently. I don't know. 14 damage taken isn't great, but that's just Harvest Rector for you. What are these uncommons doing in my common draft? I hate that. Because melting, just like all the other clans, you gotta build around the commons, but I can't build around any of this shit. Where's my Molded or Wicklash or stuff like that? Even a Dripfall. I don't know, I guess I can build around these. I mean, Harvest is pretty good with Remnant Host. I've been pretty unimpressed with Remnant Host, though. I almost think Entombed Explosive is just better. It does more damage. It's less of a liability into, you know, just the plethora of, like, Harvest bullshit. You know, you can't even play Remnant Host into Divinity. I mean, you could, but you certainly can't play it into fucking Double Harvester Wave and all that bullshit. AoE wouldn't be horrible. I don't know that I'm losing enough units, though, to make it good now. I'm getting a unit draft, so we may not go to the right here. I hope we get a good unit here. You think Fatal Melting? Fatal Melting. It's a pretty good card. If I take it now, I have both of these temples to get a piercing on it. Honestly, though, I'd almost rather have I already have piercing that's pretty good on these Mind Collapses. I don't know. Maybe I'd just take an Entombed Explosive. Tanks are my issue right now. I think I'll take an Entombed Explosive. More of these crap uncommons making their way in. Well, we did say maybe Merchant of Magic. Thinking if Perils is like doable. 1, 2. Maybe 3? I don't know that I would take that one. We'll say 3 to 4. 3 to 4 magics we could hit pretty comfortably. I mean, Merchant Trinkets, if I don't have gold here, it's like, that's just a Vortex. Which is, not, you know, I'm not saying Vortex is bad. Vortex is the best map event typically, but it's just that. If I don't have enough money to use that, right? Whereas here, Magic is just a better Merchant, I would say at midpoint than Steel is. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I mean, Immortal Trade's just always going to be good. Basically, no matter what. Whereas Perils, I can build around it. It is a scaling option. In the back of my head, I'm like, it's a cursed seed. There's probably just no holdover for it. I hope that's not influencing my decision too much. It's definitely not cave-in, I can tell you that. We don't know. I wish we had the unit draft already, so I knew if I'm going left or right. Like if I have Paraffin Enforcer, I can go left. If I have Wickless Baron, I can go left. If I have any of the good rares, I can go left. Let's say I do go left. Is it still good to do Perils? I mean, this Hellvent might not be that good, so I could hit that magic. This magic isn't for sure. The only for sure magic is probably this one. So really there's only one guaranteed Merchant of Magic. I don't know that Perils is that good here. I think maybe we just take an Immortal Trade. And there's Alloy. Blah. Of course we don't get offered any frickin' morsels. I mean, as much as it pains me to say it, we do at least have Shade Splitters. I don't really think the other units are going to be good. I mean, I know Crucible won't be. Lady's tough for me to evaluate these days. It's a chicken egg scenario with her. You have if you take her first before you see anything else, it's like, I guess at the end of the day she's a good tank if nothing else, but what good is a tank when I already have this, when I already have this, and I already have this? Like, do I really need a tank? It's really just there as burnout extension. Do I really need that? I've got these already for that. Alloy is a unit I could build around. I just hate having to use Alloy, but it's probably the correct choice here. And I'd have to imagine, I'm trying to get into the mind, like, what would Dusk do? I would think an Alloy. You can build around it. It has multi-strike. I may just find another Alloy here so I can self-infuse. I may find a quick or a multi-strike here. You know, I guess I have a Tomb too that I could put Endless on. I don't know that that's that good, but you know, if I can also have this Hellvent here that I can just use on the Alloy. If it makes the Hellvent actually something that's good, I think we just take Alloy. It just sucks, so it's like, it doesn't really have any synergy with Rector. Even if I do find Dark Calling. We'll see. We'll just have to see where this run takes us. A shitstone, eh? -2 intrinsic. Shadow Eater. You can sometimes build around Shadow Eater, but definitely with the low amount of morsels I have, can't have both. So, which one's better? I mean, in my data, Shadow Eater actually does perform better than Alloyed, but conceptually, you need some stuff for Shadow Eater. Like, I don't know in this combo that there's much for it. You know, it's typically, like, it's pretty good in the Hellhorn combo. Like I said, if I get a Paraffin Enforcer, I'm just going to use a Paraffin Enforcer. I don't need to do any Shadow Eater shenanigans. I do have, what, 250 gold. I might just want the 10 gold, because then I might be able to, I can't remember what that large stone costed, but, well, I probably can't re-roll and take it. Like, large stone isn't too bad on Alloy. It gives it some much-needed survivability. I don't really need that wide of a floor. I just need to feed it. When I self-infuse it, I only need to feed it every now and then. Ideally, we find a Shroud Spike for it. I think we skip here. I just don't really see how I can make a Shadow Eater and an Alloy work. I'm going to already have a hard enough time with my non-infused Alloy this ring, getting it to work. That's a cheap large stone. I can get this down to, so I'd be at 155 gold if I take it. I could re-roll. I'm at 95 gold. I most likely, I mean, I most likely can't afford whatever comes out if I do that. So I guess the question is, would I be sad if I re-roll here without taking the large stone and get endless? Probably, because then I just don't have an upgrade on the alloy. There's a 1 out of 3 chance of that happening. That's a decently high enough chance that it's a pretty sour ring here. I basically have added nothing if that happens. I could argue this falls into the chasing quick or chasing multi-strike category if I don't take this large stone. I mean, the large stone that'll make this alloy, even if I don't find any good scaling on it. I'm also wishing that I took the perils now as I think about this, because it's like, the problem also is, like, if I don't find, say, I mean, really just making a morsel. This is a problem with the morsels, right? Gorging just gives me fuel. If I don't find the making morsel literally right here, I don't have a good way to scale my alloy. I guess Wicklash, maybe Holdover, something like that. And I suppose a Wicklash and Holdover would be better than the perils and Holdover. And like I said, there's probably only one other steel I'm hitting, so like I probably should just take this. I'll probably take it and roll just for the chance that I do maybe be able to afford what comes out of it. Because the large stone's pretty good here. Now I'm doing 80 damage. I'll be doing 120 damage once I get the extra multi-strike of the self-infuse. Look at that, 95 gold. I'm a fucking genius. And quick, honestly, I could argue quick is actually the best upgrade for alloy. If you're, you know, in the context of your self-infusing it, it'll have 3 strikes. 3 strikes is all you need, typically. Assuming I can find a way to scale it, which we don't know yet. Shade Splitters isn't really going to cut it. But we could also maybe just end up with other units, who knows. It's always awkward trying to figure out how to make this work. But I'll definitely take the quick here. That's super good. I mean, honestly, that ended up being a pretty good ring. I don't think I would do the -2 here. I mean, maybe. It just isn't that needed. I mean, I have a immoral trade. It would put me at 25 shards. And I'm potentially not going to be able to fuel alloy here. He may be good, but he's probably not going to get much fuel. I'm at 26 health. It's risky, and I'm already going to be taking 25 shards minimum here. Like, I have to make this. I'm not going to go through this and this ring without my self-infused alloy. So I'm already going to be at 35 shards minimum into Daedalus. Nothing good here is intrinsic either, unless I wanted to do a Shade Splitter, which may not actually be that bad, but yeah, let's just fight. I mean, so we're certainly going here now. There's no unit draft, but 75 gold isn't that needed, but I feel like this is fine. I might pay a little bit of higher health for this, but it might give me just some extra harvests and stuff. I think we do it. Boss is pretty easy. The penitent prayers are annoying, but this is where I was thinking, like, maybe I should just intrinsic a Shade Splitter, because now this guy's just gonna plop down and not really fucking do anything. I have 20 health, thanks to that. I could actually take every single one of these out. I think I will. Let's just go and not sack these drags. I actually break even on health here because of that. I don't really know what to do with the alloyed construct. If I go mid, I can't even really stack fuel, and I take a 20 damage. I think we just put it bottom and try to get some damage in on the boss. Maybe if I can get multiple Shade Splitters. And it is going to cost me pyre health here for sure. There's no way we can get that collector, unfortunately. At least get some fuel here. I think we would still do this. I mean, save ourselves 1 pyre health, why not? Would I let them burn out? I'm having 1, 2 draws are killed, so I'm only drawing 3. I just gained 2 attack by doing that. I think I should keep these in. Yeah, I think it was correct to keep them in. 1 damage short here, though. That sucks. Okay. Do I do that? If I draw Mind Collapse, the only thing that Ember Draining here really, because I'll still have 1 Ember to play with, like, the only way this really does any harm to me, I think, is if I can't play both Shade Splitters, which, I don't know, I'm already having 2 cards killed. I think this just makes sense to do. Pretty much guarantees for my Relentless. Yeah, like this, I can just play this here. 17. Never drew a Shade Splitter anyway. Huh. These guys aren't really doing much damage, they're just killing my draws. This guy's almost dead. We should try to mitigate as much damage top. We're definitely beating the boss. So if I do 9 here, that's down to 21. 17 plus 9 is 28. This guy's at 30. So wait, that's 28, right? So I only need to hit him with 1 Ember here, and that will put an extra 9 here, but does that even mean anything? Minus 18 versus 9 doesn't actually change anything. So I think we'll just kill the backliner. I can put this guy here. Just take that guy out. Problem with not being fueled, who cares, right? But eventually, you know, from the next ring onward, this will be fine. Unfortunate. Let's do this. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. We're obviously beating this guy. Alright, well, we didn't take too much damage there. 7. The trial helped us, if anything. It didn't help us kill the collector, I guess. Molded might be pretty good. I don't know, though. I mean, my likelihood of getting a good Remnant Bender has gone down significantly. Because we didn't get one at the first unit draft. We didn't take this Remnant line. I still think I like going the steel here, given what we got, but like here's the problem with this combo. Like I said, there isn't much synergy between them. If I try to do Remnant and Morsel stuff, I'm probably gonna fail. So like Molded is iffy. We're not gonna get a draft either, so I don't know what reforming really does for us, other than just give us some okay early game drags. If I feel I'm good on the early game, I almost feel like, I don't know, I could argue just a straight up skip here, honestly. Like Molded, I don't know that Molded does much for me. I guess it brings back an Entombed Explosive to help with this. Entombed Explosive. I could just take another Entombed Explosive. And here's the problem, especially if I don't find any morsels. Man, I don't know. I'm not really feeling any of these, to be honest. I'm trying to think how how do any of these move me toward a win condition? Because honestly, after I self-infuse this alloy, even though I could potentially not get any morsels here. Even the shade splitters, you know, I just had to feel them a few times, and we'll be good for the next few rings. I'm pretty sure of that. You know, this quick large stoned self-infused alloy should be able to bang. I don't need more burnout extension. I already have that if I need it. I don't... it's either molded or skip, or I guess entombed explosive. Would I like self-infuse a entombed explosive? Maybe. I mean, that's pretty good damage. It could help harvest. If I find a legion, I already have the one entombed explosive for it. I don't know, man. I'm gonna skip. Alright. Man, I wish I knew whether I'm getting like some harvest synergy or not. Honestly, a space prism, if I had like a sludge boss, I'd just go in on that, but it's probably just gonna be like, I don't really think Entomber Assault's very good, but Pack of Morsels could work. Assault's pretty bad here too because we have hammered chest plates. I can't even use it on my own units. But Pack of Morsels, that'll at least make sure I get fueled. It's obviously not what I want. I want the making of a morsel. So, I don't know. Scaling's still a question mark. Sometimes we'll have it, sometimes we won't. Just depends on the morsels it gives us. We still need a plan for late game, but I have to imagine Pack Morsels is what we take here. Yeah, I don't think a Space Prism does much for us. And we gotta do our self-infuse here. Hopefully we just get an alloy here, so I can help something else like the Pack Morsels. There's a Pierce for the Mind Collapse. If I had a making of a morsel, I'd actually consider Morsel Master, but I don't know. I think it's not that good. I mean, we gotta probably go mid against Divinity. It's looking more and more. I guess we'll see, but I'm skeptical that alloy isn't the plan. It's like a double negative, but hopefully that made sense. Yeah, this is just in a nutshell why Umbra banners suck. These both are almost always not worth adding to your deck. Almost always. 99% of the time. Let's try to keep a good head on our shoulders. So, like, obviously the Mind Collapse here on 10 would be good, but if I get the Hammer event, I'd rather save the Piercing for that. If I get ×5 event, I don't think I would ×5 a 10 Piercing Mind Collapse anyway. So I think we hold on it before hitting this Caverns. If I do get a ×5 event, I probably don't know if I'd even take it. Actually, I'd probably put it on the Pack Morsels. Okay, it's just this event. This event isn't that good. Let's just use it to get rid of a Steward, I guess. Help with the next ring. I mean, it's okay. There are worse Caverns, but I'd say it's definitely in the lower 25% of Caverns. This is definitely worth a Pierce. Spell Chain. I could Spell Chain this Pack Morsels, I guess. Just to basically pseudo Hellvent it. I don't know that that's that good. I feel like it probably isn't. We're already going to take 25 shards here. And, you know, I could wait to see if we get an alloy here, but then I'd have to, yeah, wait all the way to there to help out. That's not going to happen. This is why we have to do it here. Alright, 45 shards. I can get into ring 4 here without going to 50, which is nice. I almost certainly don't need that gold, and I'm almost certainly going left here. So, good stuff. It's another good reason not to take a spell chain there if it's not a really good one. No sense going to 50. We'll go alloy top. I mean, these just tickle me with my large stone. Let's go like this. Already got some good harvests on my rector. My rectal flicker. Rectal flicker. It's a problem with shade splitters though, and really just even pack morsels, anything that isn't making a morsel, it's like, am I gonna get attacked? Maybe. Maybe not. I think it's actually something I don't think it's talked enough about, just as a bad aspect of morsels, is the fact that without making of a morsel, you just don't have a guaranteed way to get damage. I might just do this. Yeah, it's probably better just to do that. Either way, I'm killing them before they hit me. Although now I'm not killing that. Okay, we get this. Wow, okay, well that's a turn. Luckily they have health too, so they don't die to the spikes here. I only need 3 hits. Let's just sack these for these. I'm gonna let those come back in. I'm gonna burn this out. Don't really need it. Well, I am losing a bit of health actually on my dude. I mean, that's pretty fucking wild that he's so low in health simply from grenades and extinguishes. Wow, okay, we're getting pretty... Hopefully I'm not using up all my good RNG here. But let's draw back. We'll draw back into the Immortal Trait, I think, guaranteed. Yeah, we got it here. That'll pretty much solidify victory. We definitely want to play this. Do we actually? Maybe I should have saved that for the next ring. I mean, does it do me much good to do that here? Maybe it doesn't. Oh well. That'll do it. It's not this card. Blazing Bolts could be okay. I mean, we do have Mind Collapse, but that's it. Like, we may just want that extra damage. I don't know if it's playing to win though. Like, my thought with Remnant Pack is, as we saw there, if we can get the +6 attack morsel, I guess we could also settle for lifesteal, but that would be offensive scaling. And I could put it on endless, then I at least have, you know, ideally 6 damage a turn. I could get a morsel miner too if I'm really lucky with the pack morsels. You know, this, especially if I can permafrost it. We did say there was some magics we could hit. So like this one's the only for sure one. I think this one is pretty hittable. There's two of them I can hit. I want to hit those magics anyway. I think we're pretty enticed to because like we really want consumer move on pack morsels. We would really want permafrost on this. I could actually do a holdover and engulfed in smoke and set up top with alloy, maybe. I would probably need to... Well, I don't think I can intrinsic it. I think I would have... Now I'm like, I would kind of wish I had the -2 on it, but that's fine. Either way, I'd probably still hold it over. I could probably live with just not being able to feed my morsels. If I can keep my shards low enough, I actually have some morsels I could still feed it. Like the health morsels, I can feed it. Either way, it's remnant attack here. It gives us an option. Okay. That is a Wickless Baron. Is it too late for me to even think about that? I can definitely get some harvests for it. It does. Adding another banner, though, does fuck my ability to get alloy online quicker, which I don't know if I'm huge on that. I would also probably have to hit some Merchant of Steels realistically, which I don't want to do here other than the final one, but I don't want to wait all the way to the final one to actually get upgrades on this guy. So I don't know. I don't know that Wickless Baron's that good for me here. Just a single striking, pretty slow scaling, potentially hurting my game plan type unit. Morsel Maker might be okay. We did say we had a... I mean, here's the thing about Morsel Maker. It theoretically would be good because I would get 6 attack every turn. Guaranteed, but if I draw it before the alloy, then I'm fucked. I guess I could just draw all the way back to it, but again, is that really... Like, it makes me harder to get my alloy online, which isn't something you can really afford to do. Man, it would be a way to get guaranteed attack onto him, though. I mean, even just 6 attack a turn, that's a pretty good amount. You know, how... We need to get to like 200 attack, though. Man, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I really need like a Shroud Spike. I guess a Void Binding 0-cost holdover could work. I really wish I took the Perils now. I don't know that Immortal Trade was better, because I actually don't have a great holdover target. I think it was a mistake not to take Perils. But who knows, in the back of my mind I'm like, probably there's no holdover anyway. Because I have to imagine holdover Perils usually just kind of wins. Skip. I don't know. Here's like... I'll never have enough pip. See, it's because I'm large stoned. I guess I could take a pip upgrade still. So if I have 6 pip, I could fit this down turn 1 and then put alloy down. If I take a pip upgrade. Then I can go top. I at least am guaranteed to get the health morsel to feed my alloy, even top. And then if I feel like I'm really banking on getting like a holdover engulfed in smoke for this to work. If I take a pip upgrade, if I take a double pip upgrade, I could go mid. Problem there is like even then if I draw, I don't know. Like if I draw both units turn 1, can't fucking play them. Well, here's another thing. I could take the Morsel Maker. We're going left here. Maybe I just get a remnant unit I can put the morsel maker into. I don't know which unit that would be. I don't know. I don't know that it would be that good. Well, morsel maker in front of a harvest rector might be okay as well, if I have to. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I just don't fucking know. I feel like I'd take this speculatively, but I don't know if it's correct. I don't even know what to do here. All three of them I can see arguments for, which means I should probably take draw. Because there's enough doubt, but like the pip for the reasons of morsel maker, turn 1 and alloy. At the same time, I could draw both turn 1, then I need Ember. Ember would just be nice in general, considering they both are expensive. I'm probably Ember draining turn 1 a lot of the time, unless I can get a morsel. It'd be nice to, even if I draw stuff, like be able to play the Remnant Pack with a Shade Splitter. I don't know. And then draw is draw. Pip. Draw. I think there's doubt, so I'm going to go draw. I don't know, though. I don't know what's correct here. I'm at a loss. I'm being defeated by this run. Oh, shit. Alright, we got a Breath of Life here. I don't think we do Prototype. Hell's Banners just gave us an Ember upgrade, for sure. Alright, so look at that. We're geniuses. Drawing both units turn 1. Boom. Hey, look, it's bad Remnant units. I mean, Lady of the House isn't bad, but at this point in the game, it's probably bad. I guess I could put Morsel Maker into it. I don't really know what that does for me. I'm pretty sure we just want to focus on Alloy. Skip. Unfortunately, Rector's just not going to do much for us here. Do I need this Morsel Maker? I think so. Let's just get rid of Stewards for now. Don't take that. We don't want to go to 50 here. It's always Party Boy. There's Dark Calling. I mean, that's pretty good. Now I actually get some passive value out of Rector, probably. Even if it's just like a bomb coming back every now and then. Alright, well, too bad we didn't... I don't know, maybe Wickless Baron could have been good. I don't know. I just don't know if it's that good as a vanilla unit. 6 damage. That's a lot. I mean, there's 2 of them behind him. Can only really kill him with Mind Collapse. Huh. It's 150 gold. It's not that necessary. I don't know. The boss isn't that hard. Pretty sure Alloy will crush this. I don't think anything's going to get by. We're only at 45 shards. If I can get the Morsel Maker with the Alloy, I think we're good. Looks like we'll get it, so we're good. 9, okay, we just gotta go, like, actually didn't want to do it this way. Oh well, let's go here, here, it's fine, we'll do this. Alright, we can put you there. Put one of yous there, one of yous. 12, 15. Let's just go ahead. I mean, these guys are going to die to the Alloy. I think I just want them to die, right? That way I have 2 things for Dark Calling. And, whatever. I don't need that. I'll probably get rid of the Hell Drippings. I mean, this I don't know if there's a long-term plan with Rector. So this also isn't really that good for me anymore, I guess. I guess I could still put it on the Rector to help with Endless. It's probably okay. Even my Morsel cards are iffy now that I have this Morsel Maker. I can't fit them there. You know what I could do is I could probably take another alloy. I mean, I have these Morsel cards to use. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. I think I could do another alloy. That might not be bad. I mean, I'm doing a lot of damage. That'll be 15 shards if I Hellvent it. I get 15 there. I'm taking those almost certainly. So that puts me at 75 plus 15 is 90. I only need 10 more shards then. I think that's pretty good. Put you behind. Put you there. Take you out. Take me out. I say da 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 da. This guy's endless. This is where that extra damage behind. I probably could have beat him floor 1 there, but whatever. Surprised I actually didn't kill him there, but I'll take it. Subsuming Blade is probably worth it. I think with the Hell's Banners, we're pretty okay to play it. Yeah, and the other two aren't very good. Oh, Mitosis. Oh, with Morsel Maker? That's super good. Yeah, I mean, there's also Feast. So the problem with Double Alloy, it's a 3-floor setup. But I actually have pretty good money to go to this Trinkets. Might be nice to get a Vortex. At the same time, I don't know. I only want this Steward gone. Like, the Drags are getting decent value out of Dark Calling here. I think I go left. Like I said, there's a lot at the Magic I would want. I think I would want Engulfed in Smoke and Holdover. With the Hell's Banners, I can play it at a 2 cost. Who knows? Maybe I can even intrinsic it for, I can play it at a 1 cost for sure. I could intrinsic it and hold it over. Hold over, and it's cheap. And intrinsic. Fuck yes. Fuck yes. All right, we're doing that. Let me not jump the gun here. Let me think about this. I mean, Shroud Mitosis holdover is pretty good too, but I don't know. This allows me to go top. It's intrinsic. I have to imagine this is the call. Plus, against Chaste, there's going to be Ember Drain. I could flex this to wherever the Pyro Chomper is about to hit. I think I just like this. This and intrinsic. It might not. It also protects against like potential stealth boss. Really any of the bosses, any boss in general, just stacking stealth is good. And this is the 10 shards that I need. Boom, baby. 30. I want to keep right to 100, I think. I don't need to necessarily now, though. Let's see what we have here. Oh shit, I could... Yeah, we're gonna do... I have to imagine it's melee weakness here. That basically... Yeah. We know Pyrostone House, it's not like we already saw Pyrostone Housing, so it's not like I need to like save up for that. This is just, yeah, this is happening. So I do think I'm going to Hellvent this for sure now. 2 of them. Ooh-wee. Okay, we got it here. We got the line. I feel good about this run now. I could get that down to a 1. I think it's good. Surge Stone, this is probably fine. I could do that. Do I need this now? I feel like it would be fine. If I'm going to do double alloy, I think it's fine. Get that down to 0 maybe. Get that down to 0. Maybe that down to 0. Yeah. 10 there's great. Do I need to purge anything? I'm gonna hit that vortex. Let's just get rid of 1 steward, I think. And that's good. Hold the rest of gold. I am feeling great about this. Wait, let me double check. So, Hellvent Alloy puts me 60, 70, and then this is 15, 15 is 30. Yeah, right at 100. Perfect. It is stealth boss, but we have our own stealth to combat it. I have to imagine we're fine. Well, is Heaven's Seal a problem though? 55 shards? I don't think so. We're gonna have so much damage. Cool story, bro, with the Shroud Mitosis. Well, either way, I'm fine that we just started with Alloy. Are we gonna go bottom here, or should we go mid? Probably mid, right? Just burn that, I don't need it. I'm gonna stack stealth on this. Yeah, there's any number of ways we could do this. Nice, wow. I think we need a pip upgrade for a final upgrade. There's going to be turns I draw, even with the double Morse alloy, I'm probably going to draw Morsel first. And I'm just going to need to do that. It's weird that this doesn't pop the Hell's Banners. What? Am I dead then? Fuck. How am I really not killing this? Are you shitting me, dude? How do you suck so much? I have melee, whatever. This breakpoint, I guess, was bad. Well, I don't think I'm dead, but this sucks. Hopefully that's the last of that. Man, what a fucking shit show. This isn't really good on anything. I could just put it on something that's not endless. Six stealth. It's not actually enough. Should have actually put endless in this, in hindsight. Yeah, I need a pip upgrade. I don't have pip to do anything with. I could probably remove a few more dregs too. I mean, this is not the greatest. We can afford to sack one of these. Don't think the lifesteal will come into effect. Let's just keep stacking stealth here. Got him. Oh, we actually used Shred Mitosis once. I think the opening Shred Mitosis is what killed us. But, whatever, we get through it. I wouldn't mind getting this down by another. We are going Merchant of Magic for sure here. Yeah, let's take it. Okay, we got AoE or targeted reform. I think AoE. Or nothing. I don't know, do I need AoE? Probably couldn't hurt. Still have one chance for a plus 30 or plus 10 in Fierce. I know it'd put me above 100, but fucking so be it. I don't know, the fact that I couldn't even kill that, like, unsharded up tank harvester has me worried, honestly. I don't know. Maybe I'm just out of touch with this game, but I just feel like I'm very confused sometimes. I mean, I get it. I get why I couldn't win there, or I couldn't kill that guy, but it was like, I don't know, it's just, in my head, I'm like, really? You have all this and you're not beating him? I guess an engine upgrade is honestly not that good. I probably have a 3-floor setup here. I could probably do it on the Rector floor. Rector floor is not that important. I mean, for Divinity, he's not going to do anything at all. Like, literally nothing other than feed a tank wave, probably. But for all the others, I don't know. We won't have a 3-floor setup until here anyway, so I guess it's just one rank from now. It's one extra Ember good, though. Costs me a draw. What about Feast? I actually might... I'm tempted to do the Feast. Here's my thing. I've said it before. You've probably heard me say it. Every time I take it, it's a mistake. I don't think I've ever taken it and not regretted it. So I know that if I take it, I'll regret it. However, I don't know. I feel like it could work. I have a lot of turns where I'm just not able to play extra morsels that could have been beneficial, right? At the same time, I have 2 alloys. At the same time, we saw... Let's put it this way. If Shroud Mitosis has turns where it just doesn't work, same with Feast. Same idea. And We've already seen the Shroud Mitosis not work. I could even argue Shroud Mitosis I almost always regret taking. I don't know. I guess I could have held it over. Even if I held it over, it would have been the same story as this last fight, though, because I couldn't have played it. Well, I think I will take the feast, and we'll just see if I end up regretting it. I mean, Divine Worn Grindstone could be good. Sin of Failure. That's what Overcharge takes, I think. I don't know. I feel like I can just take 25 gold here. Is that stupid? I'm on 25 health. I can't imagine this fight is worse than what I just did. Like, wave-wise. How could it be worse? It's just not. So... there's no way it's worse than a Heaven's Seal Harvesters of Death. As I see Opal's body. Maybe she thought the same thing I just thought. Well, we'll see. Let's take a look here first. Another holdover. Yikes. Well, I really wish I took Perils. Yeah, none of these are that good. Just take a Sinner Salve, I guess. Oh, I don't know. Holdover Mitosis? If I hold over Feast, I can at least play it and have it held over when there's not a morsel. I could also just hold over Pack Morsels. Could hold over Piercing Blade. Not that out of the question. Ooh. Draw upgrade or extra access to morsels? I feel like my access to morsels is decent. This is just a draw upgrade. It allows me to more comfortably make a pip upgrade. I think we take that. Ooh. Well, we got another consumer move target if I am so lucky. I don't know. I know we just saw the absolute low roll of Mitosis, but I feel like on average I will be able to do this. And if I am, this is an incredibly powerful play, I feel. Is 10 better there or there? Probably here. This is pretty useless without a 10 on it. Though this at 30 is enticing. Let's bring that down to 1. Wow, I am a genius. I'm clairvoyant. I'm pretty sure this is worth. I mean, this is just such a good card. Well, that was a good ring. That was a good ring. Like I said, Merchant of Magic's mid-game, typically better than a Steel. Typically. Now we do run into the situation where... 1, 2, 3... Yeah, I can't fit. Well, you know what? I can get an Endless on a Morsel and then combo that with Shroud Mitosis, hopefully. This could absolutely fail spectacularly, but I'm hoping it doesn't. So we're going to go like this. I want to have a Morsel ready. Just kidding. Okay. And I guess everything's fine. You know what? It's fine. Okay, well, I'd planned on putting this down there. I guess Rector's just dying. It's not the end of the world. I think we'll be fine, hopefully. This could still fail pretty spectacularly, though. Okay, we want to hit that. Definitely want to kill that. Alright, I gotta remember that I'm drawing stuff with mask. That's gonna screw me over. If I can't remember it. Bottom decking all the good cards, it looks like. That's fine. I'm still just never remembering it, apparently. I don't know why I'm feeding him, but I am. No, I think we'll be fine from here on out. I'm going to get, what, 18 attack a turn. That's pretty unstoppable, and let's just stack that guy with Dazed, I don't know. Can't he say? Now to start doing that. How many drags do I have in this deck? Jesus. I could have put, I guess, like, wait, what is going on here? Did I get like an endless thing and I'm not seeing it? How do I have so many drags? No way do I still have more. It doesn't even make any sense, bro. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, whatever. See, if I had another alloy to feed all this stuff to, I think that would be good. We should, like, kill this guy pretty handily. Alright, we're through it. I think my music stopped. I highly doubt we want any of this. I'm not going to spend 25 shards to put like a Devour of Death into something. Skip. Reckless Recruitment, I doubt is good. It'd be a way out of Ember Drain, but I mean, this is our rare, so Furnace Tap's probably not happening. Void Binding might happen. I don't think we need it at this point. I think we just skip. I don't know, Wickless Recruitment. Is it any good? I highly doubt it. And we need Pip, we said, right? Makes sense. Have to imagine we just Hellvent the alloy now. Intrinsic. I don't think we do it on a mitosis. It's too likely that we don't have morsels at the beginning. Yeah. I think we just stick to the plan here. There's only, like, there's just an artifact shop coming up that this guild marker would be used on. Because Merchant Steel, I guess I can add a slight discount of like health to a morsel maker. I feel like Flicker's Liquor would be decent. Then again, is it that needed? Have I had a turn where I was starved for Ember? Not really. The Hell Banners pretty much takes care of that. And with Shroud Mitosis on holdover, we're just good to go there. I think it's the only thing that makes sense here. Alright, we're gonna dupe you. You've been duped. And I apparently have a million dregs, so let's get rid of them. They are bastards. I suppose just Accumulator. I mean, this is unfortunately just the low roll of Rector, where he's not really doing anything, but not too sad about this run where it's kind of become 55 health. If one of them gets through, I'm dead. I mean, I'm doing minimum though. 40, 80, 80. Minimum. That's 200 minimum. Sharded up. They're like, what, 210 health? I think it's pretty likely we can take this without much repercussions. Probably just don't play Rector here. Well, I could play him if he dies here. 2, 4, 5. So I'll be at... I have 6, so 1. Let's play this first and draw. Remember to do that. Okay, actually I have a lot of Ember here then. Let's do this. I think we stack up here. Okay. 190. You should kill him then. 2, 4, 6. So I can't play a morsel, I don't think, because I do want to play this guy. And I guess do I want the Engulfed in Smoke? I may not need it, this Engulfed in Smoke. Why don't we actually just let that go? Because then I could do this. We'll draw here. I want the Ember for next turn. So again, I unfortunately am left with a feast that is regretful. Do I want an endless rubber morsel? I doubt it. Just throw this away. Endless pack ended up being a miss, but I think it was correct in the point it was at. Man, I am at hour 20 into ring 7. This is definitely a tough seed to figure out, but I feel like I'm doing my due diligence. Man, I don't know if we want to let this thing start harvesting. We don't have to. If I could just do this. That's fine. fine. And my Shroud Mitosis is not getting MVP this run, though. It has been so bad. It bottom decks or top decks every time. Literally as bad as a Shroud Mitosis could be. So again, just like Feast, this is like a regretful card. But I think this at least, once it gets going, is pretty good. But hopefully it's not like too late. It's possible that it is. Okay, well, these all suck. I need damage, bro. Give me fucking damage. There we go. Do we want this? I don't think we do. It's too expensive right now. I think it's mainly just for the next two fights that we want it. Alright, we'll take one of them out. Oh my god. This guy is so stupid. Fucking hate him. I think if we do this, we're fine. Not even. Jesus, dude. What a fuck show. Does this guy even die? Not really. I mean, if I put him there, he doesn't really die. There's a world where we could have fucked him up, but not this world. Oops. Well, that is not at all what I meant to do. Alright, whatever. It's 10 damage to the pyre, so be it. Really didn't expect... I always forget how busted those sharded up tank channelers are. Whatever the fuck you call them. Assholes is what they are. Well, I don't know about the double alloy. I really didn't feed the mid guy much. I mean, I fed him a little bit. I guess it's enough to kill this guy. I guess we need him. I don't know. I don't know if I can make him survive. We're gonna have to split. I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna do this. I think we gotta go mid with the Morsel Maker alloy if we can somehow do that, and then that can get stealth, and then we flip between mid and top. Because I don't know against Divinity how I make the mid alloy survive. I don't know. This is just... It is what it is. I'm actually back to being a little worried about this run. I'm somehow just on like no pyre health either. I guess I'm taking chip damage all here and there, and it's actually adding up. I think a crushing demise could be fine. Like I don't foresee that we survive at all with Rector on bottom for Divinity, and this would be nice to just every now and then YOLO a tank. These just aren't going to do anything for me. Crucible Extension, is that any good? I feel like it could actually be okay. What about Prism Retrieval? Probably not. Ember Forge, probably not. I mean, am I going this route, Hellvent? Or would I rather go left? Or at this point, what would I even Hellvent? I forgot I had the Lightstone casing. God damn it. I could have made this thing cheaper. God damn it. I'm an idiot. I swear it like didn't even show it to me. I don't know. I might actually want to go left here. I mean, I would love to get this down to a 1 would be great. If I get that down to a 1, I'd also want to get that down to a 1. What does that do for me? I don't know. I don't know that the extra pip there does much for me. Him with health would be nice. I do think this at a 1 is pretty necessary, though. I've overestimated how much Ember I have each turn. Skip. We are to the left. Pirate health here is actually fine. X cost. Do I want these consumables back? Almost certainly not. Yeah, no way. Combustible Axe doesn't really do anything. I guess even Cheater's Hand is this is a horrible fucking Divine Ord. God damn it. Well, we low rolled our ass off here. Usually you get something takeable. I guess Cheater's Hand is kind of takeable with the Mask of Penumbra, not really. But I guess there are some situations where Cheater's Hand could be good. Like, I could hold the Morsel Maker, because we do actually kind of want to go mid with it. I could hold it. I think it's the only thing that potentially can do anything for me. So before I forget, let's do this. Though honestly, the double stack could work too, but no, we're going to do that. Double stack there, maybe? Could be good. I'd rather just hold it over if I could. I don't know that I want to increase the Ember. Like I said, I'm Ember starved. Surge Stone that? Do we need it twice? Probably not. What do we got here? Absolute bullshit. I have nothing for these. This doesn't really do much for me. Faulty Loader is the only real consideration. I think I would probably do the Faulty Loader. None of these are good with Remove Consume. It's like the absolute worst thing we could have got here. Well, I might remove the Endless Tome. I don't know. Or just the Dregs, maybe. Dregs are kind of a liability. The Endless Tome might do something for us still. I'm not going to remove the Consume on it, though. We'll definitely get rid of the Dregs. They're just no good for us at this point. Rector's just out of the question, I feel. I don't even know if I'm going to... He could be a liability in both these fights. 10 there's fine. We just spend the rest on removals. We always want to play that. Every time we see this, we want to play it. Get rid of the other drag. 420, by the way. Get the Faulty Loader. Yeah. Just remove more stuff then. Feast? Maybe. I don't know. Am I ever going to make this Remnant Pack really do much for me? It hasn't done anything all game. These at least consume for 0. I don't know. I mean, for one of these alloys, it might be nice to get a good morsel on Endless. I feel like it's still speculatively worth it. Entombed Explosive is probably just a nothing card at this point in the game. We got one more to make. That Mind Collapse is probably also just kind of a nothing. Immortal Trade... Maybe. I mean, I have this Engulfed Smoke on holdover, but I could see Immortal Trade being okay. I mean, this will be more useful than the Hallowed Drippings. Let's just get rid of one of these Hallowed Drippings. Call it good. Maybe the Boon. Maybe I should have just took the Banded whatever's there. Whatever you call it. Plus 15 to Pyre Attack. It's too late now. We're committed. Am I confident that we can win? No, I'm not. See here, Cheater's Hand just doesn't do anything for us. It in fact, yeah, it just doesn't do anything for us. Well, I can put him here at least. Even if I put him here, it breaks. Oh, the heat took away the melee weakness anyway. That's so stupid that he can just do that to Faulty Loader turn 1. I think that's incredibly stupid, personally. We'll definitely want to keep this on holdover. We'll stealth this floor, but we want to make this the carry. Go here. I don't know. I think the stealth here still makes sense. You're dying, so that's good. Yeah, let's just let him die. I think I let this guy get hit. There's no sense to trap shoot here, I guess. I don't know, whatever we do, we're drawing back into it. It doesn't matter. You have one fuel. Again, just Shroud Mitosis, the very bottom of the deck. It's never not been at the bottom. The only time it wasn't was when it was at the top and couldn't be played. I don't know. Even when it shouldn't be regretful, it's just regretful for me every time to take this piece of shit card. And this kills that anyway. Do this. This is why we have it at a 1, by the way. Makes turns like that just that much better. Well, I think we've got this fight. Whatever. This fucking Cheater's Hand is just doing nothing for me. Ooh, okay. That's a good one to put on Endless. So we actually get use of that finally. I think we still just stack all the stealth up top. I mean, I guess I can't really stack it, but whatever. Since this guy's a bastard, we'll do that. Let's get rid of these. I don't really want to go back into them. You know, this guy in the back actually does hurt me a little bit. It eats up a melee weakness strike in Relentless. But I don't think it'll matter, to be honest. Whatever. Again, we're just always going to be fucked here. this point, we can just stack up here. This guy takes 6 damage. Just do that then. Could have killed that, actually would have been better. And I wouldn't say it's regretful that I have the Shroud Mitosis. It's just annoying, I guess. That it just refuses to fucking be useful for me. Or it's not useful, but it refuses to do what it could do, right? Hey, I actually played Feast for the first time this fight, by the way. Again. I don't know that I can be convinced that Feast is anything other than useless. At least Shroud Mitosis is technically a central portion of this run. Technically. Well, this alloy's actually, for not really much focus on this alloy, he did do pretty decent damage to Chased. So I don't know, we'll see. I'm still not 100% confident. Looks like this is where everybody went down to, is Divinity, so I'm guessing we had similar builds. I'm looking back on this run. There's not much other route to go other than, I mean, I guess maybe there was a harvest line somewhere. If there is, I'm not good enough to make it work. So we get the classic no morsel start. Nice. I can probably get away with putting Rector bottom. Let's put this alloy top. I don't know. Maybe mid. How am I gonna do this? Let's go like this. I was really hoping he would die. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I don't know. Like I can't even fucking feel this guy. Heaven forbid I get a feast or something now, right? I think we have to go top of both these fucks. We're just gonna have to, so we can do that. Now we definitely have issues. Okay, with Feast here might be okay. Okay, you have Fuel. Isn't Spell Shield fun? Oh shit. Okay. Whew. Hell's banners. I was like, how did I miscalculate this? So for this turn I don't need to stealth top. Let's stealth the mid. Get one more feed in here, even if it is this bullshit. Well, I'm already seeing the wheels come off this run. This guy survives. Even if I fucking... God damn it, 46 points. Again, bottom fucking deck with this Shroud Mitosis. Every single fight. There wasn't one fight where it wasn't bottom decked other than the time that it was top decked. It never wasn't at the very last draw. It never wasn't. It's so frustrating, dude. It's so frustrating. Okay, we at least can get it done there, but... God, that's just mind-numbing. Unfortunately... Here, let's see what we get here. It's just not a good endless target, but I may... I have to abandon mid, I think. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Can I get it done top now at this point? I mean, this floor will be taken care of. Let's see where this goes. Of course. Heaven forbid you let me get a 50-50. You only fucking bottom decked me Shroud Mitosis every single fight. I don't know. Can I make a rubber morsel and endless work? I don't need to. Let's just throw this away. Throw this away. I'll hold that. Maybe I can get it on a better morsel. We're just always going to have to do Engulf Smoke top. I don't see how there's any way that never is the case. So I basically am going to have to roll with just the stats I have here and 8 fuel, which is maybe fine. 15 by 30. Could technically kill that. Still doesn't kill this floor, though. That's fucking wild, dude. It's fucking wild. 11. Either way, they just die. I don't know, man. I don't think we're gonna win. I thought we had a pretty good setup. I'll just see what ended up beating this, but off the top of my head, I don't really see how anything. Don't really see how anything we do wins. We might be able to fuel this guy up a little bit here. This floor, though, is most likely just going to kill me. I don't really see how it doesn't end up killing me. 94 by 3. This guy, like, I couldn't scale them both up because just everything was wrong. Everything was wrong. I don't think we could have drawn worse. Like, I couldn't, like it needed to be opposite here. Like, this needed to be bottom, and then I could stealth, or this needed to be mid, and I could stealth this. The problem was, like, it was a fuel issue. You know, Feast, if you could, Feast also had a chance to shine here. Like, it could have done well for me. You know what, though? I could Feast this turn. It actually could do something. So let's think here. That is not the fucking card we need. Damn. Well, either way, let's do this and Feast. I can at least get some damage here. Might do a little bit. 94. This just isn't going to be useful for me. Let's just get it out of here. We'll do this. I think if we get our trap shoot, we might be saved here. Nope, it just... Heaven forbid any RNG at all go good at all. Heaven forbid any of that fucking shit to happen. Heaven fucking forbid it. I think we're gonna have to YOLO a crushing demise here. So if we do this first, we got a pretty good chance that this doesn't go too bad for us. Yeah, it's just checking if that did enough. It doesn't. Oh my god, dude. I really am just kind of done with this game lately. Well, we die. It's like... it just, I can't win anything. I had a 50-50 there to kill one of these Gilded Wings, like, just fuck it, dude, just fuck it. And then it kills the fucking Morsel Master of all things. Just fuck it. Just fucking fuck it, dude. I hate this game right now. Well, technically, had I bought the extra 15 pyre health, we survived there, so there was, I guess, a mistake to be made. I don't know, I feel like that should have been a win, but just... It's like, not only... you know, I can survive a few bottom decks of Shroud Mitosis, but, you know, had I not bottom decked every single time, I probably would have saved a bit of pyre health there and been fine, you know, but, like... A lot of these pyre healths were because not of just bottom decking or top decking Shroud Mitosis. I guess technically top decking it is even worse than bottom decking it because I have to like draw all the way back to it. But I don't know. I'm actually pretty irate at this one. Every time Shroud Mitosis is at the bottom. Every time. Just abysmal RNG. Abysmal. And then I can't win any Crushing Demise. Like, if any Crushing Demise had gone better, if, like, the order could have allowed me to actually play the allied constructs where I needed them to be on the right turns. Like, it's amazing how bad the RNG is on this run. Just, it's, like, within the fights. Like, it isn't even necessarily within the construction of the deck. Like, you know, there's a self-infused alloy. There's things for it. It's not great, but it's workable. But the actual card draw RNG is abysmal here. It's insane. This really shouldn't be a loss. I'm actually pretty ticked about this. I don't know. That's pretty fucking aggravating. I'll be honestly pissed about this for like the whole day. I'll just keep thinking about it. Oh well, let's see what everybody else did. That's really fucking annoying. I just wasted like an hour 40 on this run. Hour 40. Yeah, heaven forbid. Well, at least I guess to me, even took even longer, 2.5 hours. Like, I feel your pain. So Mean had submitted this to me. What did he? So he actually went. So he had an extra multi-strike, but no quick. He did have the melee weakness. Had a Baron. Had full Burnout Rector. I mean, honestly, I would have been better off with Burnout Rector than what I ended up with. I don't know, maybe if I had gone a little, let Rector do it. My thought was, I just don't know if Rector would have done much for me the way I went, but maybe I should have just went Burnout. It's a pretty badass pack, Morsels. You did do the perils on holdover. Like I said, I regret not taking that. Maybe that would have helped as well. It would have mitigated some of my low rolls, I feel. Because then at least I have that to scale. Granted, it is only 6 damage. There wasn't really any Ember Drain stuff ended up offered. So, I mean, we definitely have some differences here. You'll have to let me know, Mean. Did your Shroud Mitosis just come at the bottom every time? Because I wonder how the RNG works with that. Is it attached to the card or is it attached to something else? I don't know. I am just irate at this run. I suppose with this run I'd wonder what the survivability was like without the quick and without like all the stealth. Oh, I guess he had that stealth, but it wasn't like on holdover or anything. Yeah, you'll have to let me know, like, was it survivability that killed you? Because it seems like you have a lot of everything else. I guess you got this trap shoot. I mean, there's even the trap shoot. If I could have just drawn the trap shoot at the end as well, it's like 10 ways from Sunday, just a million fucking ways the RNG goes bad. Really annoying. So actually, Randomosity did beat the last Divinity. But it just goes to show like how narrow that line was. Like it was under 50k Divinity win. That's rare. That's badass though that he beat this. And he went like, look at that alloy. It only had a +10 on it. No quick, no extra multi-strike, not even the melee weakness. He had full Burnout Rector. Guess there was a Waxer Snuffer on this run. This guy obviously had gone a different route entirely than we had gone on many occasions. Huh. I am surprised, to be honest, that this won. I mean, where's the scaling? I don't know. I'm impressed that this won. I mean, it even was at higher shards. How many did Mean have? 110. Like, I don't know. I looking at this, I'm like, my immediate thought is I just don't really see how it scaled. I don't know if you're watching this randomosity. Let me know. I guess it has a shroud mitosis, but I guess it has a remnant pack. I don't know. I'd be really curious how this scaled to win. But I believe it. I believe it. I'm like, when I look at that deck, I guess it's a pretty thin deck, so you find everything pretty often. I'm still just so angry at my run. What the fuck, dude? That was like... Like, I have another cursed seed in the queue, but I don't even want to do it right now. Probably wait like a day. I can't play the game again after that. That is like so aggravating. I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but every fucking fight, Shroud Mitosis, my holdover Shroud Mitosis is at the bottom. The Crushing Demise never hit on anything. The fucking, I never drew like the fucking right shit. Like, it's not just one fight. Like, yeah, I had Divinity, but every other fight it was happening, and it just caused me to lose Pyre health to the point where even with all this bad RNG, I would have survived another hit. I could have also just bought the fucking plus 15 to Pyre health or Pyre damage, and I would have survived. Like, this is the most aggravating run I've ever done, I think. And it's not even the most cursed one, it's just the most aggravating one I've ever done. Because of just how everything turned out. It's like the game is laughing at me. It's literally laughing at me on this seed. This is a tough one. This is, so this made it to Last Divinity. I am actually like super impressed. I mean, there's just no, I feel like there's nothing here. Like, I guess it has a, I guess you have the prototype with melee weakness here. Wickless Baron. I don't know, man. I mean, this is pretty good here, like this combo right there. I guess you get decent scaling out of that. You get backline access. Too bad you didn't find the Waxer Snuffer that the other guy found. That would have been pretty nice for you. You'd have had a hell of a lot more there. You might actually, I mean, if you made it this far, maybe your run makes it with Waxer Snuffer, who knows. But I'm impressed as hell that this made it, because this looks like a nightmare to navigate. I have to imagine there was a lot of leaks. I don't know though, not that many. Yeah, I mean, I guess this unit right here on Endless prevents a lot of leaks. That kills all the backline for most of the game. It would have killed it for the whole game had you found Waxer Snuffer. I wonder where that Waxer Snuffer was found. Probably the Merchant Trinkets that we skipped. That's the only thing I can think. Because I think we hit every other artifact. Ugh, what a seed. What a seed. I mean, it looks like I'm kind of in the... I was the only one that didn't go burnout. I mean, it makes sense. You start with 2 burnout extenders. I still kind of stick to my argument, though, that I feel like there's always a chance that you just die ring 1 with that. So Opal had the Perils. Crushing Demise holdover. I mean, she has kind of a similar thing to the last, probably even more so. She just doesn't have a carry in it. It's probably her problem. She can get a lot of burnout extension. Maybe she has too much burnout extension. did have the Waxer Snuffer. If she would have just survived this fight, she would have found Devourer of Death, put that into this. That could be pretty badass. I mean, what it looks like with Opal is like she just she had probably kind of gone for hopefully a Paraffin Enforcer line, and just it didn't find it, and then it was stuck with this. I mean, it happens, right? I can't necessarily blame her. She might have been the original submitter too, Opal, because this was in Dusk's pile. Well, I'll love to see how Dusk tackles this. I mean, obviously it's beatable because Randomosity beat it. Although I'm still just amazed that this did it. And I guess this is pretty powerful too with the Waxer Snuffer. I mean, yeah, you know what? This, two of them with Waxer Snuffer, I don't know though, like, they're not endless. I guess you have the Remnant pack, maybe that goes there, but I guess you have Molded. I don't know, you gotta tell me. You gotta tell me. Tell me what the plan, or like how this one went, because that was wild. Well, anyway, talk this one to death. It's not lying though, this one killed my soul. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I mean, I thank you for the submission. It's not your fault that the run this one went this way, but just the game is just fucking literally taunting me, casting max level taunt on me, and it was super effective. All my HP is gone. And then some. I've lost level. I lost all my levels. I'm level 1. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.